Capricorn, so the message I have for y'all is saying y'all haven't been in y'all best energy. Y'all haven't been, you know, operating out of your higher self the way that you would want to. Maybe you've been overly emotional. So for some of y'all, y'all just feel like y'all been overly emotional. Y'all may have been easily influenced. It's like the outsiders or the outside is basically interfering with your world and where you're going and the things that you want to do. And maybe some of y'all have been being a little bit of a bitch, right? Like y'all got this little energy that y'all giving off, or maybe some of y'all are also feeling just cold-hearted. You know, maybe something has got you feeling like you want to close up, you want to feel cold-hearted, or just maybe a bitterness towards maybe a specific person or whatever the case may be. It's just like maybe you've been in the space of being overly emotional, and it's time for you to bring yourself back to center, bring yourself back to your higher self, because you know where you're going, you know what you want to do with your life, and don't fall into this space of being this person that you know that's not who you want to be. You know that you know who you are, you know what you want, and you know who you want to be. So don't let these outside influences and their energies disrupt what you have going on. So if you've been, you know, just a little extra or moody, then just center yourself to get back to who you are, okay? And then rethinking a lot of things when it comes to your life and where you're going, okay? Maybe you have been giving this approach that isn't helping you, Capricorn. So it's time for you to just rethink your approach and do things differently and just come clean with, I feel like this message is more so about coming clean with who you are, you know, or you're deceiving yourself with your thoughts and the things that you've been thinking. And so now it's time for you to come clean. Or maybe you've been keeping some secrets. This could be you've been keeping secrets from yourself in a sense of just suppressed emotions that you have hid deep within you for over, you know, years or decades, and you've been keeping these secrets within yourself to the point that you're deceiving yourself. So it's time for you to tap into all of who you are, to allow these emotions that are deeply within you that's suppressed to come up, for you to come clean, okay? So it's like you're deceiving yourself with the things that you are holding in, or the things you've been thinking and the things you've been telling yourself. So I feel like this message is saying, come into this higher energy, you know, stop keeping secrets from yourself. If it's something that you want to truly know and you know that is deeply buried, then it's time to bring it up, and don't deceive yourself. Bring these emotions up so that you can propel and go to your next level. Okay, so you don't have to just hide all of who you are from yourself. You can bring up all of who you are, because your next message is saying you're playing small. Why are you playing small? No, it's time for you to think big, to play big, and to bring up all of these emotions and, you know, all of these things that are just getting in the way of you moving forward into your greatness. And maybe for some of y'all as well, y'all have been lacking when it comes to planning out where you want to go, maybe your goals, and, you know, the next thing that's your long-term goals. It's like you've been slacking on planning. So Capricorn, you got to get on the ball. You got to get yourself up and get yourself together with when it comes to, you know, planning just where you're going to be, your long-term goals, and, you know, overall, you know where you want to be. So it's time to get to work, Capricorn. I feel like that's what this message is saying. And, you know, also just be mindful too that in the midst of you coming into reaching your long-term goals, maybe there could be some little obstacles to your long-term goals. And I feel like this message is saying that this obstacle could be yourself. If you don't tap into your power and your energy and these emotions that you have suppressed, that the obstacle is going to be you. You're going to get in your own way of your long-term goals where you want to be. So stop playing small, play big, get to the root of the things that are inside of you. Stop keeping secrets from yourself. I feel like this has nothing to do with anyone else. It's really about you. Stop keeping these secrets from yourself and thinking these thoughts that are keeping you in this negative energy or low vibration. You got to rise up into your power and own all of who you are and what you've been through, what you've done, etc. You have the message of adapt, okay? Adapt too. And if other people are surrounded by you with this energy, people that you are close to, you have to let them know what it is that you need, what you want. So for instance, when you are complaining about something, Capricorn, ask a person, you know, or tell a person, I just need you to listen to me. I don't need, no advice. I don't need you to give me a solution. I need you to be here present, listening to what I have to say, because this is a moment that I need. If you're in my space and you're in my circle, this is what I need from you now. I don't need a solution. I can figure that out myself. I know what I need to do for myself, but right now I just need this moment to complain. Not saying that it's okay, but listen, if you feel like you want to complain, then the people that's near you, you need to let them know. If you just want to let something out, maybe that's the part of the emotions that you want to let out. Like, you're not looking for a response or a solution. You just want them to listen, okay? And let them know this is what you can do in order for me to feel heard, in order for me to feel supported. I don't need a response. I don't need, a solution. I'm not trying to figure anything out. I just need you to be here with me and listen to me, because I've been through some things and it's some deeply rooted emotions inside of me that I need to let out, And if you feel like you don't have a person, Capricorn, that you can let that out to, then record yourself. Talk to yourself. Let these things out in the midst of being alone. Your higher power is going to hear it. The creator, you're releasing it. Okay? I feel like that message is saying it too. If you feel like you don't have nobody, then let it out on your own. If you feel like you can't trust people, then listen deeply to yourself as you let out the things that you've held in for so long. Okay? And then you'll also have the message of what would you like to do when you retire? So this is going into your long-term goals. Where do you see yourself? Where are you going to be when you retire? How are you going to retire when it comes to your life? Are you going to retire at a job? Are you going to retire from something that you've built on your own? It's time for you to get to thinking about your long-term goals and where you want to be, Capricorn. How would you like to retire? Okay? Or what would you like to do when you retire? Is this going to be years from now? Think this is long term. You got to get into the mindset of that. Are you the type of person that's going to be working, for a job for so long? Or do you feel like you have the capacity and the power to create something of your own, work hard, and retire? And you know how that's going to look once you do it on your own. So you have some work to do, Capricorn. Also, you have the message of look around. Take a walk in a park, on a trail. Clear your mind of everything else and really look at the beauty in the world and notice the brilliant life that surrounds you. So if you feel like, you haven't been experiencing this brilliant, beautiful life, then it's time for you to take this walk. It's time for you to clear your mind. Maybe you got a lot of thoughts racing, Capricorn, to the point that you can't even get clear, that you can't even really move and write down and plan out your long-term goals and the things that you want to do. It's time to take that walk. It's time to be with self. It's time to look around. It's time for you to get back into this flow to see the beauty. Because once you go out in nature, you're going to see some beautiful things if you just observe and pay attention. So look around. And I also feel like this is saying look around when it comes to your circle. Okay? How is your circle looking? Is your circle looking beautiful? Is it looking radiant? Is it, uplifting you? If not, you already know what you need to do. So take a look, because this is going to determine your long-term goals, your future, where you want to be, Capricorn. So pay attention, look around. And if you ain't got no beauty around you, and if your circle or your space ain't beauty, or it ain't giving you what you need, it's time to let it go. And then you also have the message of I am grateful for all that is unfolding in my life and all that is yet to come. There's some great things that come into your life. Once you do the work, you get on the ball, you start planning things out, it's some great things to come. But in this moment, be grateful for all that is unfolding. There's a lot of great things unfolding for you, Capricorn. If you can see the beauty, if you can see the little things that are taking place in your life, the small, abundant things that are going to turn into something even bigger. So once again, be grateful for all that is unfolding in your life, Capricorn, and all that has yet to come, because there's so much more to come for you. So stay optimistic, stay hopeful, pay attention to your thoughts, and get into the flow of receiving more abundance. And that's your message, Capricorn. Peace.